Every month, 5,000 persons leave the country called Eritrea in East Africa. Girls leave because they don't want to get married at age 14. Boys leave because they don't want to spend their lives in semi-slavery in the army. Meet Louis. His flight from Eritrea was a kaleidoscope of fear. He is a student at Hadassah Youth Village.
5 years ago, I left home. My parents went to a wedding and I told them I was waiting for a friend. But when the friend came, we ran away. We didn't want to be forced to serve in the Eritrean army for the rest of our lives. We went through Ethiopia to the Sudan, and from there to Sinai. Many were robbed, killed, and kidnapped. I was smuggled to a place near Beersheba. Soldiers appeared everywhere. I was frightened. They said they were Israelis. How do I know? I asked them. They pointed to a blue and white flag. I knew Israelis were good. I felt safe. I told them I was 19 because I wanted to work, not to go to school. I wanted to work and send my mother money for the family. The doctor checked me. They knew I was lying. You're 13 and a half, they said. They sent me to a detention center for kids. They said I had to go to school. I met Natan Bitun. He showed me a movie about Hadassah.
I arrived at the detention center in Hadera and met a boy with a special sparkle in his eye and a desire for life.
Hadassah is a wonderful place. They help you with everything. They anticipate your needs. I'm graduating from high school. I said I wanted to be a runner. They gave me a coach. They bought me shoes. This year, I qualified for the World Athletic Champion for youth. I'm hoping to get citizenship and serve in the IDF. I don't want to serve in the Eritrean army, but I'd like to serve in the Israeli. My mother sent me a running shirt from Eritrea, but I'm wearing the Israeli one.
My name is Gal Frank. I'm a junior in high school. I grew up near Modine with a mother and father and 3 siblings. I simply couldn't succeed in school no matter how hard I tried. I felt that no one paid attention to me or valued me because I couldn't get good grades. I was lost. I was looking for a change, desperately searching on the internet when I found Hadassah Nurim. Then I came and saw the sea and the beauty and knew it was for me. Here I am studying car mechanics and I'm doing well. I didn't know anything about it before I came. I adjusted easily to not living at home, although sometimes I need to find a private place like here in the petting zoo. My older sister thought I was making a mistake to study among kids who come from troubled backgrounds, but just the opposite is true. I lived in a bubble. Here I meet kids who come from broken homes or have no homes, immigrants who don't see their parents for years. I learned so much from them and admire them so much for coping. Friendships here are so deep. The teachers also see us as whole persons, not just what grades we can achieve. By the way, my grades are better here. I'm so much happier.
When I was in 8th grade, I couldn't get out of bed. They'd call from school and tell my mother I had to come. When the welfare department threatened, my mother would make me go. Even then, I wouldn't study. No one pushed me. I knew I had to change something, but I didn't know how. A girl in my neighborhood told me about Meir Shveya. When I got there, it hit me that I was in a village. I called my mother every day, crying and saying I wanted to go home. You wanted it. Stay. You'll adjust. What I saw, like right away, was that everyone was together, Ethiopians and whites. For the first time, someone said to me, Kol hakavod, good for you, on something I did in class. I used to sleep all day. I was totally inactive. But Ganit, the sports teacher, took me under her wing. I started to play machanayim, a kind of dodgeball. I was good at it. I didn't like it when kids didn't show up. I started to take the role of the organizer. I got a certificate of excellence in sport. Can you imagine? I want to go on the Hadassah trip to Poland next year. I never could have been able to take such a trip before. I want to serve in the IDF as a combat fighter and become an officer. But before I go to the army, I want to do a year of volunteer work with kids who have problems like the ones I've overcome. I want to thank everyone at Meir Shveya for saving my life, and to the women of Hadassah, without whom we wouldn't have Meir Shveya.
Thank you, Hadassah.